Well, we just did, and then.
Oh, you did first beat practice.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Let me hear you do the next measure then on the downbeat. Go ahead and play that downbeat. Go ahead and play the next downbeat. Take your time. Good. Take your time for your move. Very nice. And the next downbeat. That's an excellent way to practice. Very good. So now let's do that practice strategy you did the week before, and let's just do the scales.
Okay.
Remember you did that unit
Yes.
practicing? Okay, let's go ahead and try that. Very good. Can you give a little bit more sense of forward direction to the A? You could even go to the A. Go to a da 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 da. There you go. All right, so it goes over the bar line, the phrase.
Okay.
All right, so now the next one. What next unit would you like to play?
Probably
Yeah,
this
let's
hard
do this
one.
one. Yes. Good. And I liked your forward direction to the A. Good. And the next one. Good. And then the next one with your right hand. Very good. So let's do the same one you just played. And now let's do the entire phrase. Let's play the entire phrase.
Okay.
Very good. All right, and let's finish off the rest of these phrases. So why don't we go from here all the way to the end of that phrase with your
Okay.
left hand. 4 and 1 and 2. All the way over, all the way to the end of the phrase. Da 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 da.
Oh, okay.
Good shape. Very nice. All right, and let's go ahead and choose another one. Pick another phrase that you're going to play the entire phrase.
This one.
All right, let's do this one. Let's try that one hands together. I think you're ready for that to be hands together. What chord is that? Yes. Very good. And what are those two chords called in your left hand? Yeah, what do you call those?
C
C, and then
and
count up 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's
Oh.
the dominant, right? So
Yes.
it's a
it's
G, right? And you call it a G7.
Oh.
All right, tonic and then G7, or excuse me, C or G7. Sorry, C, G7, C, or tonic, dominant, tonic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can I say that with me? C,
C
G7,
G7
C. Good. Or tonic, dominant.
Dominant.
We've also called it dominant 7 and tonic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we wanted to talk about it, if you went 5 up from C, that's G, and then go ahead and play a triad on top of that. Right, so we would only call it a G chord or a dominant chord if you only had those 3 notes. But you have another note in here. What is that other note?
That is B.
Well, you still play the B when you play a G triad.
Oh.
But what's the F? Yes, but look at this. If you add one more skip, and that's why it's called a 7th. See that from the G to the F is the 7th. Now, when you play it in this inversion, what note do you take out?
You take out D.
You take out the D, and the only reason for it is because it's too thick of a chord for one thing. You don't need to hear it, and it's harder to play, right? So it's much easier to take out the thick of the chord. All right, so now there's one phrase that you have not played yet. Let's go ahead and look at that. Can you block those intervals and tell me what they are? Yep, third,
Fourth,
fifth.
fifth, sixth.
Very good. And then let's let's go ahead and do your crossover with your second finger. Play your second finger there. Good. And let's finish that phrase. Good. Can you play the entire phrase with your right hand?
Blocked or?
No, let's play it as written.
Okay.
Super duper dear. All right, so now let's try this. When you play it at home, let's do that 3 times in a row. So you really feel that both hands are walking down the piano. Okay. Right, so here what's walking down is the lower voice, right? And of course your left hand is walking down. So let's try that as a really good practice strategy. Okay. Second finger on enough, good. Yes, good. Play it twice more. Very good. And one more time for good luck. Yes. And let's add one more little practice strategy. Do all that blocking and then go and play your first beat. Yes. Okay. That way it'll be seamless. Let's try that. Oh, awesome. All right. So do that at home 3 times. Okay. Then you'll do your first beat practice like you did so well. Then you'll do those long units, right? And then I think you're ready just to try it all hands together.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, very good.